Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with Marvel Rivals when I finally realised my mic was on mute. Basically guys, PlayStation controllers have a built-in mic and both me and a mate found out kind of in a unique way. I found out from, I think it was in GTA by myself and it popped up the fact that I was talking to him like, hey, what now? So it's, oh, they have a mic. And then my mate realised when talking to another mate, he's like, yeah, just give me a second. And he's like, yeah, sure, it's fine. He's like, wait, what? Now, are they showing this for a specific reason, or are they trying to get people excited for something that's not even available in the game yet? I was not, see guys, I did not know about that. Also, this now, what was number 2026 like want list? Maid pool. Like Deadpool with a maid costume. Oh, I'm happy it exists so hard. Obviously, is that supposed to be is it Street Fighter's crossover? But I think I'm wrong. It just reminds me of Street Fighter. Not in the... Okay, yeah, nope, they're still clickbaiting. In new section, you've got the Daredevil Born Again Season 2 skin. Which, don't get me wrong, I still think the suit is really cool. Personally, I'd want some of that red, that dark red accent. I'd want to say like blood red or the crimsony red, but I think it's the more crimsony blood red. Adds more accents to the suit. Because red and black is a really cool combination. Like, they're combinations I love using myself. Especially more darker red. Like, yeah, guys, red has been one of my favourite colours for years. I more prefer the darker colour of red, like more crimsony, more that kind of colour. What week are we? Okay, so it's just under a month left. We're not getting Black Cat yet. You've already proven yourself as a dedicated Marvel Rivals player. Now it's time to take the next step. Pathfinder program is officially Marvel Rivals in where Diamond 3 Plus players help guide and mentor others in Discord community. Share your knowledge, support for all those players, and okay, first of all, not a Diamond player. Like, I play Gold in Overwatch. I don't really play competitive Marvel Rivals. I'm presuming it'd be a case of I'd be partnered up with someone. I'll take one shot this, I know I'm not going to. You know. 2 for the price of 1. Even though it's not technically correct. But yeah, like guys, this is for once one thing I did not like know was coming to the game. Like, its standard colours look cool. I don't really like the, I want to say blue and yellow, I want to say the Wolverine colours because I do more consider those Wolverine colours. And is that supposed, so you've got normal Deadpool colours, Wolverine colours, and then what I'm saying is Gwenpool colours. Also, Marvel Rivals, not Marvel Rivals, Marvel Legends, please do another Gwenpool figure. Oh, and while you're do a Marvel Hulk Agent Smash She-Hulk figure, like with that suit. I want to say her classic suit, but I don't think it's their full classic suit. Like that classic sort of suit, because I kind of did it with the She-Hulk series. Except my one problem with... See, as someone who likes collecting Marvel Legends figures as just a case of like being able to play with them, mess around with them all that lot, and have them on like a stand, like a display piece, I don't like my figures looking like specific actors. Like, don't get me wrong, there are a few times I probably will. Like, Spider-Man suit where it's full suited, I probably would. Iron Man ones, more than likely. There's potential the odd time where I would get a suit but then replace the hand. But something I'm kind of like debating, and I kind of just stay away from getting the MCU figures, is I'm debating whether I should just get the She-Hulk figure because it is kind of what I want from one. Except not the biggest fan of the head, and the only other She-Hulk figure I have is a different color, is a different shade of green. But getting to a more important topic, why is Black Cat not in this game? Now, that's coming from someone who does actually like Black Cat as a character, and not just because it's Black Cat, which is the second reason. But, see, in my defense, a lot of characters that people do instantly go, yes, I don't play. Like, Black Widow, yes, I play the odd occasion. I mean, Emma Frost I also play the odd occasion, but like, don't really play either. Magic, Hela, Mantis. I've played all three on a couple occasions, but don't really play them. Okay, yes, Psylocke, Phoenix, Luna Snow, yes, they are my mains. Rogue's also a main. White Fox is also in that new selection of characters who I definitely play. Okay, I was like very much okay, so yes, Black Cat's finally in the game. Turns out I was wrong. Also guys, I am going to mention now, the recent episode of Invincible was everything I wanted, and everything I wanted from that episode was like the last 5-10 minutes. Now, I will speak more about this in the Monster Hunter video on Monday, just because I typically like leaving it until like that Monday to talk about it, because yeah, typically when I record like Craftmon, I record it Wednesday, so it is all fresh, but I still kind of feel like I don't really want it because of spoilers, and I still kind of feel bad for doing it. Also guys, new Overwatch video out tomorrow, because they randomly dropped a new trailer for new hero for next season.
I'm not judging.
Now I'm gonna go DPS while I've got the chance. It's like, guys, when I say it was like the last 10 minutes, what the part of Invincible I'm invested in is the war. Like, because
Did everyone miss me while I was off soaring through the stars?
the something planets are, you know, was built from. Like, I'm intrigued how the war's gonna go. Now, what I'm not too fussed about is watching, you know, Invincible get his ass not kicked, but severely injured and taken out of action for 2 months. Because, guys, in the most recent episode, at the end of episode 5, he's like, he kills Conquest, full on takes him down. Not easily, but he does do it. And as far as I can tell, I don't think he's much more strong than he was at the end of season 3. So I do reckon he probably could have in season 3. Like, yes, he probably has, you know, done some strength training a lot, and, you know, just improved slightly. But I don't think he's like double or triple what his strength was. I think he's probably about 5-10% better, not like 20 or 30%. Like, I reckon if you tried to measure it, you would notice, but like, if you just look, you'd be like, yeah. But he does defeat him, but it's like he almost dies because guys, the problem with Conquest, and it's the problem that Invincible's gonna have, is almost every other Lunatramite aren't going to sit and mess with him. Like, they're not going to sit and go, "No, I'm enjoying it," and, you know, willingly let Invincible get several hits on. They're just not going to. Conquest not only did Mark get several hits against him, he wasn't physically fighting seriously in that first fight, and he was kind of like that in the second. But in that second, Mark didn't really give him much of a chance. He thought, like, how the fuck are you still alive? Now, guys, this is going based literally on the first fight of how Invincible was fighting Conquest, was literally down to the fact that he's like, "You're fucking alive, I'm going to kill you." Now, do I think Conquest would have still died either way? Yes. Do I think Conquest would have died a lot sooner and a lot more safer if, you know, Invincible turned around and said to his nerd, being like, "Hey, Conquest is going after all of where did you send him?" Like, Conquest is going down now, why? And then he'd be like, "That's where I sent Oliver." Them both going after him, Invincible getting the first punch in. I'm pretty sure Nolan gets faster than Conquest. Going back and essentially treating him like pig in the middle. If you combo both of those, I'm pretty sure, you know, Invincible wouldn't have severely been injured and wouldn't have been out of action for 2 months. Now, what happened in those 2 months? Not much. Alan and, you know, Zoe or Tech Jacket or what would have been Zack, but they changed it. Which I don't mind. Like, I say no, if we were to get live action, I'd want to see a comic version. A full-on adaptation of the comic, not being like, yeah, we're going to take a few changes for this. But I'd want to, but that does also mean things like Green Ghost would be male, Amber would be one, Tech Jacket would be male, which is something a lot of people, because they go solely based on the show and they haven't seen the comics. Now, I've not read the comic, but I do know this for certain. When they're casting, people are like, "Oh, Amber should be," it's like, hold on. We've seen what she would be like in a show. Yes, live action is slightly different. But are you potentially a movie version, you know, that's fully comic based? Like, I would be full on down to see a comic application. Just because you want to see a show, version, you can watch the show version. But I think the comic version would be a lot more cooler to see. Plus, in a actual movie where, say, it was 18+, there's a couple of storylines they could show. There's the Amber storyline that they basically didn't do. Which, again, don't blame them for doing that, I really don't. Part of me is kind of happy they didn't, because in the comics, Amber does get abused. Part of me is kind of happy that he didn't, because yes, Punisher is 15+. I can guarantee you now,
Once an X-Man,
anything from
always an X-Man.
anything from like 10-year-olds up to, you know, full-grown adults are watching it. Now, I do think some parts of Invincible are probably safe for anyone under 15.
30 seconds before you attack.
But then there's also parts of Invincible where you are full-on seeing blood splatter. And I have full-on basically saw 2 people who do podcasts, who have podcasts on, I think, TikTok, maybe because other places it's there. Full-on did say it was slightly, like, because in like episode 5, Conquest is full-on pulling Mark's, you know, Invincible's guts out. Full-on just ripping them out, because he sliced open his stomach and just started pulling them out. Yeah, I don't think anyone under the age of the 18 should be saying shit like that. Because to most, like, imagine going to school that very morning being like, "Hey, I just watched someone get their guts pulled out." It's not normal. And guys, this has come from someone who, back in high school, was told by one of his teachers that none of us should be watching Deadpool. Which I kind of agree, but Deadpool 1, because this was back in Deadpool 1, you know, would come out. Although one thing I wasn't know, when talking about things that came out in like 2016, I now suddenly feel a bit more older. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. I was like, what, 12 back then, almost 13. I'm turning 23 this year. Like, I have no idea whether... Actually, as far as I'm aware, I say there won't be no content on, but there will be. There will be a video that gets recorded several days in advance, I think. Based on current schedules, because my birthday, as far as I'm aware, because I did double check and I can't remember, was a Thursday. And so, as far as I'm aware, because I think by that point I will be into Monster Hunter Rise, there should be, not Monster Hunter Wilds, there should be something. But like I said, guys, there are a couple games that hopefully when they come out this year, like, the Wolverine game, as long as it does come out this year, I do plan to play through, and I probably will do a first playthrough of that. The only times that I won't be doing like first playthroughs of games are things like Spider-Man. I potentially might end up, I don't know, I don't think it'll be this year. It probably will be, if I do, it'll probably be more end of the year thing. I might eventually end up doing, say, an Avengers playthrough.
Tremble before fast!
So... nothing! But again, I don't know. I don't think I will, because it's... Why I don't mind the Avengers game, I will say now, it's not the best game in the world. It server did get shut down, but again, being a primary single-player based game, like single-player story, and also having the disc, but yeah, like, that's very much doubtful, but, there probably will be some games that I do playthrough through this year, like, part of me is kind of tempted at some point, like, it probably will be close to the end of the year, do full video playthroughs of Spider-Man games. Like, I did the playthroughs in stream, and the folder is still up. But yeah, like, potentially, although if I do, I probably would wait till like next year. Tales of the Search for Batman is something I'm very much debatable was the right word. Just I think all three of them, like all that Spider-Man games and Tales against the Batman, I think will perform better as videos, but at the time, I wasn't doing videos, and the reason I preferred doing the Batman games in stream, it meant I could do a full playthrough without taking anything out. And I had to basically, when coming to like the Dispatch series, most of the stuff was in there. I just took out the odd bit of editing. By editing, I mean the odd bit of like, here, move this thing around like this program sort of thing. I took that out every so often. And things that I knew I'd basically be told, you need to censor this. Specifically the first episode and the last episode.
30 seconds before
The dude who is literally naked, not half naked, full naked, and you can full on see a full show. Yeah, I edited that son of a bitch out. Which then did become kind of a pain because, guys, when recording, I record audio at the same time. It's just easy for me. And because of it,
the battle starts in 5.
if I was in the middle of saying something, it's like, oh shit. Which has happened a few times. I have had to leave the odd thing in because I was in the middle of saying stuff.
Capture the mission area. Got it?
But then again, I would definitely say something. I've improved when it comes to like editing compared to just the last 6 months. Like, Like, when I first started doing craft mod, I was like, no, I'm being made, like, I want this, and all that. But now it's like, no, I probably would edit down that episode even further.
Gotcha now. Double KO.
Emma, you have no idea how long I've wanted to do that. Turning up the heat.
Like, I probably would just edit down that episode a lot more than what I did. But then again, it's one of my most viewed videos, so I don't know whether I would. So, but also sometimes, guys, sometimes those hesitant is better. Damn it, stupid Landshark. Hey, that Landshark tried to kill me with his ult. All I did was guarantee the thing was mine. Well, one difference I do like the fact that, like, everyone in Overwatch has compared to Phoenix. When she uses her fire abilities, she can actually burn the opponent. Like, I get this is like a cosmic flame and all that lot, and like more of a cosmic deity, but still, it would be nice.
Thanks for the boost.
Also, guys, what I will mention now is because I ended up mentioning it in, I think, I've not edited that video yet. Although, the reason that the Craft One episode was late up to date, yeah, I'd completely forgot come like 4 o'clock that I was like, it was like 3:30, and I was like, I've not edited the Craft One yet. Like, it doesn't take me that long to edit, which is thank God, but it's like, yeah, this is gonna be like, this is not gonna get like, this is not gonna be uploaded until like 6. This is not gonna be fully ready until then. No, I was wrong. Like, I was still unable to get that done by like 4, half 4, and then it takes like half an hour to fully like render and all that. But what something like, because there will be no Overwatch video tomorrow, which typically Overwatch videos are bonuses for Sundays. But in this case, I don't have anything else for tomorrow, so that will just get uploaded for tomorrow. I ended up mentioning that the fact of, at the time of recording, I only just started watching The Boys. Because, guys, I've kind of been interested in watching it for years, but I've never been fully like, yeah, I want to watch it. Like, I don't know whether it was just a case of like, because like I know it's like this is the last season, so I won't have anything to do with things, like I will be able to potentially watch it all in one. But like I said for a while, the fact that when season 5 does come out, like I'll watch it then. And I can watch it all in one or all. Like, yes, I'm gonna have to wait a few weeks for a couple of episodes, I think. Yeah, I will have to wait a couple weeks for a couple of episodes, because I think episodes like, I think it's like 2 weeks behind Invincible.
Hope I make the cut!
You are nothing! Double KO! That's 3!
So yeah, I think it is just a couple weeks behind Invincible. I have 48 kills, 49, like jeez. But yeah, so at the time I'd only seen like the first couple episodes. I am around halfway, just over halfway with season 1. Because guys, something I did not know when starting watching it is I thought it was about 40 minutes. I thought it was the same length as Invincible. No, turns out it is a full hour. Which means if it was airing with ads on something like Sky, it'd be like an hour and a half. Or actually, it'd probably be like an hour and 10, hour and 20. Dual lives for Peter Parker. Okay, considering Archie to have disband at 10 minutes. Is that a Moon Knight skin? Not what I wanted to see. I want to see my highlight intro because I want to know why the game was late. What the game thought was my impressive moment for this. Because I played good in that game. Like, I had a rough first night, but then...
You are nothing!
Yeah, okay, it's like the triple at the end. Yeah, it was good.
Alright, that's 3.
Okay, that probably will get turned into a short. Okay, I don't need much more for that. And then test 2's almost done, and then it's just nighttime. To Black Cat. I mean, to be fair, I may as well. Something I don't actually ever do is because I basically just ignore the battle pass. Okay, those ones are a luxury. That's where the Adam Warlock skin came from. I wonder where it did come from. Okay, those 3 heads are kind of spooky. But yeah, so like, I'm at halfway through season 1 of The Boys, and it's a good show. Oh, Deadpool. I have the 300. Hold on. Yep, no. Nah, that's what that was. Yeah, because I think it would kind of be funny. To be fair, the reason I find this funny is because, like, Deadpool is a mercenary. I don't want to say psychopath, like, a 4-4 break-in mercenary who will kill just for the fun of it. Who tortures people like Wolverine and Spider-Man because he annoys the hell out of Wolverine, and it bugs Spider-Man the fact that he will willingly just be like, bang, and the dirt is gone. And just make a joke out of just shooting, you know, about 50 different armed guards. Personally, it would be my first Deadpool skin because, again, I don't have none. Only one I do kind of like is the Exodus one because I kind of like the white and black. It's always just been kind of a cool skin for me. Oh, wait a minute. There's revolvers. There. Okay, so they fall on because that looks like these full on look like revolvers. Okay, no, it's just the guns. Okay, so his guns in this look like revolvers, if not are revolvers. I could be wrong. I'm not a gun expert. Like, that's something I'm not, like, I know the odd bit about guns, but not, like, I'm not, like, an expert when it comes to them. another reason why I'm recording something like Overwatch is fun. I get to edit out the case of here, wait like a few minutes to get into a game. Now, why still have to wait either way? It's just nice not to need it. Like, it's just nice just to be able to skip past it for a video point.
You picked the right gal for the job, sugar. Can't turn off my power, so I might as well turn it up.
It's your birthday.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You smell it? Is it your friend next to you hovering over it?
Ultron,
There's
I
Darcy.
don't suppose you have a most hated Avenger in...
Sorry.
Not Hank Pym, or Anthony Stark, or I don't know, Thor.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
See, it's kind of interesting, at least in this game,
1.
Ultron is like outgrown
You
Hating
have to
Star.
stop them from securing the mission area.
Because something I don't really consider, like, for me, there are a few heroes in the Marvel Universe I don't really consider to be Avengers. I just more consider them to be on the level. Like, Spider-Man is one of them, where it's like, I don't consider to be an Avenger, but, like, I do consider to be on Avengers level threat. And, like, will team up with, let's say, the Avengers. Iron Fist, Doom, not Iron Fist, yeah, Iron Fist, Power Man, or Luke Cage, and like Daredevil and some others. But like, people who I do consider full members of Avengers are like Panther I consider, you know, a member half the time, Vision I consider an ally. Although one thing I will say is, considering like both Hank Pym and Wasp, like Ant-Man and Wasp were finding members of the Avengers, do you want figures of those? You can't have to go MCU route from like Amazon, or you have to go like eBay route. Same for like Black Widow. Same for Black Widow. You either have to go MCU route, or try and hunt down the, I think that's the 60th anniversary, or go for a grey suit.
We are at a numerical disadvantage.
Not going anywhere.
Hey, Venom.
A little help, please.
Although sometimes I do kind of think it's funny. Overwatch like point to my point of when I say, you know, because like
Getting rid of me.
last stream of Overwatch was like last game of the season was what I titled the Overwatch stream on Tuesday. Technically not true. I mean, either way, the last game I will play of season 1 for this season of Overwatch, it will be like Monday. But it's more specifically the last game of the season stream wise. Also, when I tankled it, wasn't expecting them to willingly drop a trailer 2 days later. Actually, not even 2 days later. Like, if I had just been ill, it would have just been a case. I mean, it still would have been called what it was, but it still would have been a case of, okay, so we'll react to that on the weekend. The video of reacting to that will be over the weekend. Although I now do have the fun factor of, you know, editing through about an hour and a half worth of Overwatch gameplay. Because something I do when recording content for Overwatch is I chuck in, say, maybe 1, maybe 2 games of comp, but I do typically like 3 or 4 games of like arcade. Like, because I typically game with, I don't get to play that often, and this way I basically still get to play them. Because I wasn't doing dailies for Overwatch. I don't play that much Overwatch. Like, the only time I really play competitive is when streaming. Every time. Scarlet Witch is also another one where if you see it coming and you can get away from it, you're fine. Or if you kill her, you're fine.
Me so easy.
It's like with Divas from Overwatch, like, it's a new, yeah, her nuke is dangerous and it can wipe.
Pulse charge!
But if she launches it around a corner, just walk her back up, just like, don't walk around the corner. Like, it's one of those very simple situations of, if you see where it is, don't go near it. Well, guys, one thing I do want to mention is, what do you, like, let me know, like, what you do consider Feather. Because this season alone, we've got 2 pieces of episodes that didn't appear in the comics. I can't speak for other seasons, I'm not 100% sure when it comes to the others, I just know these 2 because they've been pointed out. Because episode 4 was the Damien Darkblood episode, which, again, why not my personal favourite, and I do consider the weakest of the season. It's just because, like, overall, I didn't really care about Damien Darkblood. He appeared, yeah, but it was like, he's like, yeah, he's a somewhat interesting character, but not, like, to a point where I'm like, oh my god, I need to see more of him. Like, I was having to sacrifice that episode to, you know, bring Rex Slowback, because, again, a character I like. And the only reason I'm not too like a fan of Damien Darkblood is, we saw him, we started investigating Nora for the Death of the Guardians, and then he was sent back to Hell. He was around for like 3 episodes, maybe 4, which yeah, is like half a season. But it was half a season 1. Nolan was kicked off Earth in season 1, instantly came back in season 2, showed up like twice I think in season 2, showed up again twice in season 3, and I think he's been in every episode of season 4, because I think he was in episode 1. Episode 2 was a focus of him and Alan. I believe episode 3 was them going to collect all like the weapons and all that lot. Why episode 4 was a Damien Darkblood arc, we did see him and Alan at the end of episode 4. Episode 5 and episode 6 were the war, so he's been in all of season 4 so far. The only episodes I would say is probably episode 1 of season 4. And they're also just like side characters, like granted we've not seen him for a good while. But I'm pretty sure we saw more of Damien's babysitter.
What are you aiming at?
And I can't remember her name. So I'm pretty sure we saw more, I think her name was like Amanda.
They hit a checkpoint.
No, it wasn't, but like we saw more of his like babysitter than we did, you know, Damien Darkblood. The reason I bring it up is because apparently episode 7 is going to be a Strike backstory episode, and people are like, great, more filler. 1, not filler. Neither was episode 4. Because episode 4 brings us back Yellow Suit, Nolan and Alan returning to Earth to get Mark's out, to help him leave Ultramar War. And the reason I'm saying episode 7's not going to be filler, because people classifying things that didn't appear in the comic as filler. The reason it's not going to be filler is because it's going to give us a bunch more backstory about Thrag. We barely know anything about him because comics don't touch that much on him. It's just more of a case of he's a bad dude and all that. Also, I have no idea how long the Book of My War's gonna last. Like, I imagine it'll probably be... I imagine season 5 will end on like a cliffhanger. Like, I imagine season 4 will end on a cliffhanger of season 5. I imagine season 5 will probably be potentially say the end of the war. because they plan to do like 8 or 9 seasons. Like, they potentially might end up doing more, but I don't think they will. No, I imagine season 6 will basically be pre-war, and then season 7, 8 will be after everything's all set up, done and dusted.
Ain't getting rid of me so easy.
I mean, the more funny thing is we saw more of Oliver during season 2 when he was virtually just a baby. Then we did Damien Mark and Damien Darkblood in season 1. Like, there were so many characters that we saw. Pretty sure we've seen William's boyfriend more. We saw Amber more. Like, she was in the good half of season 1 and several episodes of season 2. I'm pretty sure we've seen more of Darklings 2. I want to say we're working more of the original Guardians on screen. On actual screen, we don't have Damien Darkblood because he appeared for like a couple minutes. I think he probably had about half an hour screen time overall.
Ain't gonna pass.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
And even if you include the fact that when they get mentioned in their funeral, like, we've definitely seen more of Immortal. Well, I'm glad to say someone's living up to their name. Because, you know, a certain Invincible isn't. Because all I'm going to say is, you can't call yourself invincible and then get your ass kicked every 30 seconds. And if anyone says he doesn't get his ass kicked every... His own father's only at season 1.
So am I, sugar.
And that's from season 2. Almost, the psychopath, because I can't think of his name, into the end for season 2's finale. But he managed Langstrom him. There was a nest in season 3. There was like the 3 Vultimites during season 2. Who, yeah, he did take one of them then, but not. I don't think he killed the one. But he did take the one. Actually, he might have. He did take one of them, and he did hold his own against. I think it was Lucan. But yeah, there was those 3 Vultimites. There was Nessa near the end of season 2. There was Langstrom at the end of season 2. There was Conquest who sent his ass kicking at the end of season 2. At the end of season 3. There was the Viltrumites who sent his ass, who did a good bit of damage to him, but not stupid a permanent right. Yeah, would have been Iron Man. Or something I do want to double check quickly and save the things highlight. Also, guys, I think once you do purchase something, even if it does have like a time limit left, you do basically just get to keep it. I'm up to 18. I potentially could, but like, I don't care about 22, so potentially get to 20. Ducky Dip would be cool, so I could probably get to 19 in like 6 days. Now, night time. What specifically? Complete 5 matches in quick or competitive today. Well, I'll get 2 more done now. Take 37 damage in quick or competitive. Secure 30 assists. Well, first thing I want to double check is a Pacific Lunar Snow skin. I knew I wasn't wrong. Because, like, for instance, that has a customization option. Like, I have no idea why I did get Miracle 2099, but basically, back when it came out, I was in the full phase of, yes, I need every Lunar Snow skin possible. And, like, Mini Beats wasn't something I was fussed about, and that I'd missed. I would potentially like to get this at some point, but, yeah. At least I'm pretty sure this is the right one. But yeah, like, Invisible Woman does get his ass kicked several times. Yeah, this was. Although, I will say, he does get justice against Anissa. She put on his ass and pull and hold him, you're essentially pointing at the fact of you're weak. Yeah, Anissa pulls a move on Tech Jacket. Bear in mind, 14-year-old girl who she's about to kill, which makes this worse. Because again, why is one a 14-year-old girl in a war? Two, why is someone who is like 3, who only looks like 14? No, why are 2 14-year-olds involved in a war? Yeah, I remember that was. But yeah, like, why are 2 14-year-olds involved in a war? No. One thing I will give Omni-Man credit for, Nolan credit for, is he didn't want Oliver involved in the war for 2 reasons. Well, actually, more, I think it was like 3 reasons. One, he didn't want to mess him up like he'd already done to Mark. He'd already put Mark through hell. And why he initially didn't want him involved, he knew he was going to need his help, so... 2, Oliver's still just a kid. And 3... he was trying to spare him from, this crazy world. Granted, he didn't go about the right way and full-on did turn around and say multiple things that he really shouldn't have.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I'm Luna Snow. Like
Because
the moon, I shine in
the dude
darkness.
full-on says to Debbie in the previous episode before they go, like, all his mother meant nothing. It was just meaningless, pointless, all that, and it was just meant nothing. Yeah, turns out Oliver overheard all that shit, and he was instantly pissed at his father because of it. And he chooses to wait a good period of time after it, and he's like, I never should have said that, like, I was just trying to not, make, Debbie more pissed. So, he was trying to pull the same tricks he was last time. Yeah, I wonder how she's gonna feel about that. Because as anyone can, as most people can point out the fact of Oliver and keeping shit to himself doesn't exist. More than one occasion he's pointed out the fact of that,
The battle starts in 5.
is equivalent of his own mother, and
2,
that Debbie and Paul are nearly as round as Mark and Eve. Full on did saying that. Eve then walks in the house 2 seconds later and he's like, hey, we were just talking about you, and it's like, why the fuck would you say that shit? Like I've honestly slightly slightly agree the fact that kid probably does have a death wish. Although what I will say now who does have a death wish is Nolan. Because I can't remember what video I said it in. It might have been Craft Month. I think it was Craft Month, but I don't know whether it ended up in the final video. Because again, there are several conversations I do end up having that don't. Just for timing and, overall and, stuff a lot. So I'll say it again. I wonder if Debbie's gonna react when she finds out, because I don't think Mark's gonna say it, because I'm pretty sure, Nolan's gonna be, hey, so we don't tell your mother about the time that you almost died and were unconscious for 2 months on a deserted planet. And, Mark's like, yeah, no, she already hates you guys, we don't need to make it worse. And, you know, all of them just, like, they both walked through the door and they were just giving them a like, okay, so, thank you for dropping them off. Like, she's still pissed at him, but she's being polite about it, and you know, she said, so, how was it all that lot? Like, I know war's not good and a lot, but did you at least have some fun? Yeah, well, kind of. It wasn't fun waiting on the planet for 2 months because Mark would almost time. Yeah, that very second, I can see Nolan just be like, oh, look at the time, bye-bye! Just dipping. Because Nolan, you know, almost died to his own mother because she tried to kill him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's only one woman on the planet that Nolan does fear. And he is a goddamn Viltrumite. Because usually what happened, at least in season 1, when Debbie told him to jump, he kinda did. Like, she sent him shopping, he went.
Thanks so much.
Like, he full on did go. I read the first part of that being I was like, wait, since someone's Doctor Doom in this game, it's like, oh, no, wait, no, Doctor Strange is in the game. Which actually does bring me to a good point in this game. Why the hell are there barely any villains in this game? Like, Ultron and Loki. Now, Ultron, yes, but Loki kind of does redemption arc. Like, MCU-wise, he's, like, had a big redemption arc. And he wasn't more an antagonist. And the closest you get to are things like Emma Frost with the X-Men. Potentially Adam Warlock, but he's also been a Guardian on more than one occasion. So, which ends up being the only big villain being Ultron. And in mind, this game is advertised, you know, Doctor Doom on a couple of occasions. It's currently advertising Kingpin. Daredevil Born Again is currently out, so like Kingpin wasn't put into the game. No, would I swap Black Cat or, you know, White Fox for him? No. Which then means Black Cat and why she's not in the game yet. She's more of an antagonist and more does it just to get Spider-Man's attention at points. Because yes, why she does start as a thief. It's petty crime, for the most part. Like, I'm pretty sure she only robs someone the rich, which, again, is petty crime. Because, guys, the way I consider it is there's robbing from the poor, which is just horrible. You're robbing from people who are evil, but then there's robbing from the rich. Who, I wouldn't be that surprised if they didn't notice the fat dog, for, like, didn't notice, like, a month that this thing had been nicked. So, but it also kind of, personally, it also does kind of depend on what you do next, because there are some I do just consider petty. Strange Rebo off. Well, it's something I'd love an answer, I don't think ever will, because again, only RIP Stan Lee. Why are a lot of Marvel characters, like, names both start with the same letter? Peter Parker. Bruce Banner. John Jonah Jameson. And I'm pretty sure this is John Jonah Jameson Jr. So, Sue Storm, Reed Richards. I mean, Johnny breaks it, like, so does Ben, but again, Johnny's, you know, Sue's brother. But again, they could have changed his name to something beginning with S. You know, Sunny Storm. Which kind of would really be fit considering it's parts of Firebase. I mean, to be fair, the whole enemy team needs a snowball in their face. Like, there are a load of Marvel characters, you know, Doctor Doom. Like, there are a load of Marvel characters that basically do just start with the same, and, like, both, like, begin at, like, for instance, if the name was, say, Ray, it'd be like, actually, it's a terrible one. Say, for instance, their last name was...
Only 60 seconds left.
say Storm. Their first name would be, like, you know, Sarah Storm. Like, for a load of cases of where they both match up. Yes, Hulk, you Hulk out.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint.
Killing Wolverine.
Keep up the momentum.
I forget how much fun Luna Snow can be just to sort of just skate around and, like, forget the world exists. It can be fun as anything. Also, guys, quick, as I'm saying now, if that really doesn't turn out as great as it could, basically when filming it I wasn't feeling 100%. I was just slightly feeling a bit ill, so I don't know whether, like, I don't think I am down in the video, but, like, if at any point I do kind of not feel it myself, it's just I wasn't feeling 100%. Wolverine, bye-bye. Also, something I do kind of find interesting is Wolverine was supposed to be a Hulk villain and was originally going to be one, but they changed it at some point.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
Like, I don't know why they did, and I don't blame them, because I do think it's like... Because I like them having a rivalry, I wouldn't want Wolverine to be a villain, because I like him being a part of the X-Men. Like, for me, Wolverine, even though he's not completely, he is just a core member for me. Like, not one of the originals, but a lone wolf that came, and that Charles Xavier helped in a degree.
What do I do for an encore?
And, you know, just decided to stick around.
Cover me.
And the reason I use help very loosely
Only 60 seconds left.
is because of the fact that to stop the Phoenix from basically being a psychopathic monster, just kind of block it off from Gene.
I am ready to put on a show. I am more finding our groove.
Just put on a little dance show.
To Budokan is dangerous. We will protect you.
That's much better.
Another epic victory.
I mean, every so often you do just need a dance party. And we've actually got to Mioma for once, and still got one more game. To it does help the fact that when you waste like 10 minutes at the beginning. I said 10 minutes at the beginning, I'm pretty sure I wasted more than 10 minutes at the beginning. Which I can actually just double check. No, okay, it wasn't 10 minutes at the beginning. Call me surprised. Like, no,
You'll
seriously,
need
call
a
me surprised.
top-notch team to win this one.
I mean, I've played all three roles, so it depends what we need.
Agent F1. I'm
We've
going.
got White Fox because I do really enjoy playing her. Although I swear down, if one DPS player whinges about needing healing and the healing being useless, I will tell him to go shove it up our ass. Although guys, why don't you think support players or strategists should get a
30
complete...
seconds before you attack.
Get ready.
free thing to say whatever the fuck they want with full set DPS.
Tiger
But I do
Division
think
has
some,
had its eyes on you for
I
a
do think
long
there should
time,
be a
yes.
slight bit of
Sorry,
we do get why.
I don't work for anyone's government.
Like we do get why, and we will give you like, well, like we won't ban you, but we'll just warn you sort of thing. When you've got a full team of DPS, we'll be like, we're not being healed, our healers are useless. At that point, I do feel like you should be allowed to say it, tell time to go fuck themselves.
You have to stop them from
Because at
securing
that
the
point-
mission area.
At that point, piss off. Like, you want to be healed, go deep, go, like, don't probably pick your DPS. Also guys, this is like the exact reason, this is the exact reason why when the game did, I don't even think it was when it first came out. I don't think it was anyway. But why, I think it was season, it might have been season 2 in fact. A good, this is why more than once that people have said, does Marvel Rivals need a role queue system? No. Overwatch technically doesn't need one. What it needs is limits.
Let us make the greedy invaders
Don't let people play more than, 3 DPS on one team.
My strength is removed.
Don't let people, play more than 3 of one role on each team. Make it so you need at least a support and a tank on each team.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
I suppose money can buy Tony.
And the most obvious thing,
Double KO.
Now the claws come out.
another thing is, also just bring out really cool strategists and tanks. Like, bring out like a really cool support. Bring out a really cool Vanguard. And yes, I do chuck them around every so often. Like, I do chuck around strategists and Vanguard every so often, even though personally tank and support make more sense.
Over here. I can heal you. Got you. Like to do some damage.
But yeah, like, bring out really cool ones. Like, White Fox is really cool, Doom Snoke is really cool. And as proof of the fact of, there was a full support ban wave going on because a bunch of people were choosing to play, because what was meta at the time was, I don't know whether it's still, I think it probably is 3-4 supports. Making them build up a wall. You take out one support, 3 left.
I don't have to be center stage.
Behold enough, eh?
I've got to remember, I'm not playing.
I found one of our
I'm not playing with snow. I don't have ice power.
attack them. Go. I found one of our critics. I like the cold.
Also, very sad something when the support players are being the ones to pick them out.
Target this weak point.
Like when the support players are literally being the ones to basically be like, hey, they're over there. It just says something. Yeah, I knew that was gonna come. Because in principle, I'm not against the I need healing run. Really not. Well, at some point, I do really need to learn the buttons for this game. Because I know the things, all that lot, like 90 healing, all that lot on Overwatch. Never learned them on this game. At some point, I will.
I'm good to go.
I was worried. Sorry. No escaping us now. Be carefully 60 seconds left. I'm hit. Cover line. Target locked. Come with me.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Nope. Thank you, Black Panther.
Be strong together. It's okay.
Like, seriously, thank you, Black Panther. You saved my goddamn life there.
There's another one down.
Also, guys, one of the worst things that I hate dealing with as someone who plays healer a lot is characters jumping everywhere. Like, I love playing things like Luna Snow and Kiriko because, yes, accuracy is important, and again, 18% accuracy does prove how bad I am when it comes to it. Not needing to rely on it to heal is a godsend point. You know how annoying it is as someone who plays a good bit of Mercy then need to be like, okay, so where? Oh, they're all the way up in space.
Another epic victory! Big win!
Although, I said it last week, I will say it this week. Black Cat should be in the Black Cat should be in the game next week, which does mean, yeah, I'm not going to get a chance to play. I'm calling it now. When Black Cat does get put into this game, everyone's going to be like, I need to play her now, no. Everyone's going to be nuts. And it's going to be chaos and carnage. Why doesn't Black Widow just have pistols? Wolverine, Pat. Alright, there's kind of a cool blade skin. Well, that does remind me, what thing do I... 3 more games, which we get done, that'll be fine. Okay, this will probably be done by next week. Which would be nice to have this done by the time Black Cat comes into the game. Storm. Is that Space Knight Ultron? It is Space Knight, not Ultron Venom. The reason I was able to pick that out is Path of Legends. Again, the 2-pack it comes in is a figure that I want to use for a custom. See guys, that's Space Storm. No, I don't hate it, I kinda like it. But I'd also love like a black version of this. Which I'm now looking at this and it's like, no, okay, no, it would just be that. Because Storm does have some really cool black suits. I still prefer, like, I'm like happy I went out of my way to get this. But yeah guys, so Black Cat should be in the game next week. I believe, going based on the fact of you've got Black Panther, Black Widow, I believe Black Cat should be before Blade. And I'm actually thinking potentially, I think Black Cat might be before Black Panther. Because, like, B-L-A-C-K, which, you know, just black. But then, like, C-A-T, the C becomes before W and P. Which is how they do it. Like Adam Warlock, A-D becomes before A-N. D-A-R becomes... Well, actually, it does not become... D-A becomes before D-E. H-E becomes before H-U. I-R becomes I-R-O. F becomes before M. I was like going I-R-R, no, I-R-O, oh, no wait, no, it's just a line either way. L-U becomes before, L-O becomes before L-U. M-A becomes before M-A, like M-A, like Magic comes before Magneto. M-A becomes before M-I-S. Penny Parker, another Rocket Raccoon. ROC becomes before ROG. FP becomes before FQ. STA becomes before STO. P becomes before T. And then Win becomes before Wolf. But anyway guys, hope you have enjoyed today's stream. If you're new around here, please like, comment, subscribe, and this is Tiger signing off, and I'll see you next time. Bye!